Part 2. The aliens are hunting the time traveler. He knew they would respond. They always do. For 400 years, he interfered quietly, destroyed small alien operations, eliminated alien scouts, sabotaged ships before they could settle in orbit. But boarding their craft and forcing a misjump into deep space, that was different. That was visible. 3 days after he stopped the acquisition ship, something changed. Not in the sky. In history. He checked the engine diagnostics. 4 jumps remaining. The estimate in orbit had been wrong. Boarding the ship consumed more power than expected. 1 jump to enter, 1 jump to return. 5 had become 4. That part was simple. The rest was not. He jumped back to 1947 to monitor a known landing site in New Mexico. The desert was empty. No crash, no debris, no military presence. That event had always happened. Until now. He checked another fixed point. Siberia. A remote research facility where he once destroyed an alien infiltration cell. The facility never existed. Records erased. Personnel never born. They weren't just hunting him physically, they were erasing his victories. He jumped to 1700s London, one of his earliest encounters. The alley where he once ambushed a disguised alien operative was different. The man he killed had lived, and risen in political power. Small changes. Strategic. They were rewriting the timeline to remove his interference. He returned to the present. His storage locker was gone. The building had been demolished 10 years earlier. His backup equipment never built. The pulse weapon he used on the orbital ship no longer powered on. He checked the engine again. A new warning blinked across the interface. Temporal interference detected. Foreign signature present. They were not draining his fuel. They were destabilizing his anchor. The engine was never meant to function alone. It had once been part of a larger alien field network. When he forced their ship into a missed jump, he severed that network connection. He opened the engine housing. Inside, a small fragment pulsed faintly. The component he had removed from their ship before sending it into deep space. He had taken it as insurance. Now he understood what it was. Not a battery, a regulator, a synchronization node. Without it, the engine was unstable. With it, the engine would reconnect to their temporal field. He hesitated only a second. Then he locked the fragment into place. The engine vibrated violently. The display flickered. 4 jumps, 3 jumps, 6 jumps, 8 jumps. The numbers stabilized. 7 jumps remaining. Power restored. But a second line appeared beneath it. Signal trace active. Recharge achieved. Exposure increased. He understood the trade. He could continue hunting, but now they could see him more clearly when he moved. He ran a probability scan. In 72 hours, he ceases to exist in recorded history. Not killed. Never born. They were not targeting him directly. They were targeting the origin event. 1623, the village in France. If they prevent him from touching the engine that night, he never becomes displaced. He never hunts them. For centuries of resistance vanish. They cannot erase him outright. He exists outside linear time, but they can sever the moment that created him. He checks the engine again. 7 jumps remaining. He sets coordinates for the night it began. But when he arrives, the village is not as he remembers. The ship is already there, and so are more of them. Not scouts. Not observers, soldiers. They expected him. For the first time in 400 years, he is not ahead of the timeline. He is walking into a trap designed specifically for him. The sky darkens. The ship hums louder than he remember, and across the field, one of them steps forward, taller than the others still, watching him, not confused, not surprised, recognizing him. He grips the pulse device. 3 jumps left before critical instability. If he fails here, he disappears. If he wins, he resets the war. This time, they are not studying Earth, they are studying him. And the hunt has finally become personal.